So friends, today we will be making 3 sleeves. The first one is the very first one that we are creating is melon sleeve. For melon sleeve, how it looks like, you should visit the day 2 video for basic design ideas, types of sleeves. You'll come to know about the look of the sleeve. But for your information, I'm just telling that this is a sleeve which is having a cuff at the bottom and it's been puffed with the even pleats, right? For that, what you have to do, first you have to cut the cuff out of the this. We have taken the basic sleeve block, and first you have to cuff out of this of 1 inch, this, and this is the cuff which we have to separate it from the sleeve. So this is the cuff. When the sleeve will be pleated, this will remain same and will be added at this place only, right? And this is the grain line of this cuff. And if you want to denote this, this is A, B, C, D, and of band width of 1 inch. The rest part of the sleeve, what we'll do with that, we just have to join these two corners of the sleeve. That means we have to join the armhole corner to armhole corner, and we have to mark the distances of 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch evenly, right? This we have divided it into 1 inch each, and now I have to draw the perpendiculars. This is very simple but a tricky sleeve, because here we will be using the slash, cut and slash method. And now we will denote the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, right? So this is the way what we have done. Now what we'll do, we'll take a main paper, and on this paper what I have done, I have taken a line of double of this length, that is 22 inches, and then I have just denoted 1 inches on this and drawn the perpendiculars on that. And what we'll do now, we will cut the first portion of the sleeve like this, and we will paste it on this portion, or we will trace it on this portion, like the portions, the line from where we have cut this should touch this perpendicular line, right? So I'll just do it for you. I'll just paste it. I'm pasting it at its appropriate place. See, it should touch to the bottom should touch to the bottom, and this line should touch to the this perpendicular line. Now we'll repeat the thing with a second. And now what I'll do, I'll just create a gap of 1 inch and paste the second piece. See, I have created the gap of 1 inch and pasted the second piece, and I will repeat the process throughout, and let's see how it look like after the completion. See, we have pasted all the pieces on the gap of 1 inch each. Now what we have to do, we will just true this, because you can see if I will cut this, so this point and this point is same, this point and this point is same, this point and this point is same, but I cannot cut sleeve like this only, zigzag zigzag zigzag. I cannot do this all the way, right? So I have to join this point to this point, this point to this point, this point to this point, and then in the same manner this. Got it? I have taken the outer points and just joined it to the another outer point with a smooth curve. If you want, you can use a French curve for that. In starting, it is always recommended to use the French curve, but once you are well versed with the curves and your hands are trained for that, so you can use your hands also. Now see, this curve we have created, in the same way we can create the bottom, though we have created the bottom in such a way so that it was plain at the bottom. Now we will cut the sleeve. Some people do give some gap in that, but this creates a bulge over the shoulder when you seam it, so it is always good if you can do this technique, right? It will be more neat as compared to give a gap in that. This is the sleeve. I'll say this is its grain line, and we don't have fold on this. And now what we'll do, when we'll seam it, we will just do this. We will just do this. We will just, and you will get the impact of this. And still see, this is even the extra area, but it will come into the seam, or after giving the pleats you can just cut this area on your final sleeve like this. So it will come in that zigzag which we have discussed earlier. You can see this, but on fabric you can do this. You just make the pleats have a seam on this area, and then you can just cut the extra area to smooth the sleeve. And here we can use the cuff which we have created like this. Got it? So this is the pattern of melon sleeve. Now let's see the another sleeve. Now I will be looking at the process to make the bishop sleeve. Bishop sleeve is a sleeve which is not gathered at the upper area, that is armhole curve cap, but it has the gathers at the bottom area. So we have used the same technique. We have cut the cuff of 1 inch out of this, and we have created 11 equal portions of 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch with the same technique as we have done in the case of melon sleeve. But in this sleeve we'll be notching the center. I'll let you know why we have done this. We have notched with the center, and now we will cut the portions. Or sometimes people doesn't cut this, they do just slash it. Slashing is a technique where we will cut it from the top, but here we'll leave a small thing like this so that we can just slash and spread this. Because in this area, as you can understand, earlier it was plated at the top and the bottom, but now it has been gathered at the bottom, so we will be opening it like this of 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. So either you can do this will be an thing which will be little more neat in somehow. We put this number so that we can come down, we come to know about. I'll just cut this because I have started to cut this. No need to cut, but because I have cut this, that's why I'm cutting this sleeve. This. This. This is right. Otherwise you need not to cut this also. Even you may have put this like this, like this. So now what we'll do, we'll have a final paper. Here we have the paper. What we'll do, we have to mark a center line on this paper, right? We have marked a center line, that is a fold line on this paper. Or you can do this thing, you can just mark a straight line over this as a center line, and we have to paste number 6 in such a way that its center should come into the, this notch should come into the center line. I'll just paste it for you. Like this. Fine. Now I'll take this portion 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll be pasting this by maintaining a gap of 1 inch between each of the portion at the bottom, spreading it like this and creating. See, right? And I'll do the same thing at this portion also. Just join this, spread, 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 spread. This, right? But all the times you have to maintain the distance of 1 inch. Like, for that what I'll do, 1 inch. But this time we have to keep in our mind that we don't have to disturb this curve. For that we don't have to disturb this curve. Like this. Okay, and now I will paste this. Let me paste. See, this is the final look of the sleeve. Now do with the drawing process. This is okay. And at the bottom, like this, because here we have to create the gathers, so we have to take a point from here, half inches, and then we have to give an allowance for gathers to this area. Like this, right? And now we will cut this sleeve. If you will do it with a simple cutting method, so it will be a task for you. But if you will do with this method, so this is bit lengthy but perfect and easy, and there would not be any doubt in the final effect of the garment. This, now this portion will be added to the armhole as it is, and here you can create the gathers, and on the later stage you can add the band under this. So you have to create the gathers like, so that it can be adjusted to the band. So this is the bishop sleeve. Now third sleeve, which is very interesting to view with, is the caul sleeve. Caul sleeve is a very professional sleeve in all the ways. So let's see. For caul sleeve, what we have to do, we have taken a sleeve, plain sleeve block, and we have cut this from the center, right? You can see it's a plain sleeve block which has been cut from the center. And what we'll do, we'll just take a point, this is 3 inches, 1/8 of the chest, and will just join this to center, right? And then we'll have a point of 1 or 1.5 inch, and we will join it to this portion. Got it? We have taken a point from here to here is 3 inches, that is 1/8 of the chest, that is equal to this portion. If you have learned with the plain sleeve block, so we just have taken the distance which is been created here, and the same we have taken here, and then traced a line, and 1 inch we have taken up from this and join it to the this. And now I will further make 2 points of 1 inch and 1 inch, and first point I will join here in a diagonal way, and second point again I will join here parallel to this line. So that means I have taken 3 parallel diagonal lines, and I will slash this portion into 3 areas, which is one, 2, and I will just cut this away from this. Okay, I have just slashed this sleeve into 3 equal areas. Same I will do with this portion. Sorry. In any way I have not cut this shape, because this is the shape which I require, right? So now caul sleeve, if you have noticed, caul sleeve is having a cauls here, 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 just like a garland you have draped on your shoulder. So in that way, what we'll do, we'll have a paper, distance of 1 inch, distance of 1 inch, and distance of 1 inch. Got it? And same I'll do here, join this to this, distance of 1 inch, distance of 1 inch, and distance of 1 inch. This. To make it more perfect, you may have guidelines like this is the center line, right? I'll just keep this sleeve here at the center line, and what I'll do, I'll mark 3 distances, 1, 2, 3, right? And I'll just mark this point, and here also I'll just keep this sleeve here and I will mark just this point. And what I'll do, I'll join this to this, to this, to this, to this, to this. And now what I'll do, I'll just put my sleeve in such a way so that I can touch these lines and I will get the symmetry. So let me paste this on the paper and then we'll cut this sleeve. So this is the way in which we will be pasting the sleeve, and this portion which is extra will create the cowls. Now what we'll do, we'll just join the upper portions of the armhole with a straight line. Right, and in the center we will mark a point A. Mark a point A dash as A to A dash is equal to 1 inch. And now just give the shape this. Right, now what is the magic of this sleeve is, let me just cut this, I'll just show you, because otherwise it can be done on fabric, but I'll just tell you the technique to sew this so that you can try. If you find any difficulty, you can contact me through my email, through my WhatsApp, sorry not WhatsApp, through my Facebook, or otherwise in GMT videos we'll be learning to stitch this sleeve. Because otherwise तो in live classes तो we do have a provision that we can run the parallelly the pattern making classes, the drafting classes and the GMT classes all together. Now what we'll do, we will sew this particular portion, we will just have a stitch on this particular portion and then we will get the armhole, and the portion which you are looking at this, it will create the cowls. Got it? You just have to sew this portion till the armhole and then it will come here and this portion will create the cowls and this portion, and then you can sew this. Sew this portion, sew this portion, and this portion will be attached to the armhole of the sleeve, armhole of the bodice, and you will get a beautiful caul effect in the sleeve. Try this. If you find this difficult, let me know, I'll explain it in a different way, or we can create this in on the fabric someday. So this is all about these three sleeves that we have learnt with. One is the melon sleeve, second one is the bishop sleeve, and third one is the caul sleeve. And now we'll be meeting in the next video. This would be the last video for the sleeves, then we'll start with the collar. So next video we'll be learning with raglan sleeve, pigeon sleeve or epaulette sleeve. These three sleeves I've left now as per my curriculum is concerned, and in the next video we'll be meeting with that and then we'll start with the collars. Till then, bye bye. Thank you very much for watching my video and liking me. Thank you, fashion lovers.